It was the summer of 2017 when I experienced something on a road trip that I still can't explain. I was 20 years old at the time, and my best friend Aaron and I had decided to take a drive across the country before starting college in the fall. We didn't have a solid plan, we just wanted to see as much as we could. For the most part, it was a fun, exciting trip. But there was one night that turned into the most horrifying experience of my life. We were somewhere in the Midwest on a long, empty stretch of highway. It was past midnight, the kind of road where you could drive for hours without seeing another car. The only light came from our headlights cutting into the darkness, and the occasional reflective road signs that flashed by. The night had this heavy, eerie stillness to it. Even the radio had started losing signal, leaving us with static and silence. Aaron was asleep in the passenger seat, so it was just me, trying to keep my eyes open and focused. That's when I saw something up ahead. At first, it looked like a shadow in the distance, barely illuminated by the high beams. As I got closer, I realized it was a man, standing on the shoulder of the highway. He wasn't waving, he wasn't moving, just standing there. I slowed down instinctively. His clothes looked dirty, his hair long and messy. He didn't have a bag, no car nearby, nothing. Just a man in the middle of nowhere. As I passed him, I felt this unnatural chill run down my spine. I remember thinking, why would someone be out here, in the middle of the night, with nothing? I tried to shake it off and kept driving, but less than 10 minutes later, I saw another figure in the road. This time, he was standing on the opposite side. Same height, same long messy hair, same dirty clothes. At that point, I was convinced my mind was playing tricks on me. Maybe I was tired. Maybe the shadows were messing with my eyes. But as I drove past, I looked in the mirror. He turned his head and stared directly at me. My stomach dropped. I woke Aaron up immediately. Dude, I think I just saw the same guy twice. He was groggy, half asleep, but I kept explaining. He told me it was probably nothing, just my imagination, but I couldn't shake how real it had felt. Another 15 minutes passed. Aaron had taken the wheel now since I was too rattled. I kept my eyes glued on the dark road ahead, every nerve in my body on edge. And then I saw him again, standing right by the guardrail, staring at our car as we approached. Same man, same clothes, same face. Aaron cursed under his breath. Holy shit, you weren't imagining it. We both sat in silence as we drove by, neither of us daring to stop. I turned around in my seat, and I swear on my life, I saw him step out into the road, slowly, and start walking after us. Of course, he couldn't have kept up. We were going 60 miles an hour. But the image of that man in the middle of nowhere, appearing again and again, is burned into my memory. For the next hour, we kept driving paranoid. Every shadow on the side of the road looked like him. And eventually, we stopped seeing him. The rest of the night was quiet. But the scariest part came the next morning. We pulled into a gas station just outside of a small town, finally letting ourselves relax. Aaron went inside to grab drinks, and I stepped out to stretch my legs. That's when I noticed something scratched into the dirt on the side of the car. It wasn't there before. It was one word, scrawled messily, like with a finger. Stop! I froze. My chest tightened, and I yelled for Aaron to come outside. He thought I was overreacting at first, but when he saw it, his face went pale. We never told anyone else what happened. We just kept driving, refusing to stop in small towns, only resting at bigger motels. But even now, I wonder, who was that man? How could he appear miles apart, again and again? And how did he get close enough to mark our car without us noticing? I still don't have an answer. All I know is that something was on that road with us, and it wanted us to stop. And sometimes, when I think back to that night, I wonder if he's still out there, watching the road, waiting for another car to come by. That stretch of highway has a reputation now. Locals say strange things happen out there, that travelers sometimes go missing. Every time I remember the words scratched into my car, stop, I can't help but think we were lucky, maybe luckier than the others.